we are kicking things off with massive news shaking the Dallas Mavericks organization. The Mavericks have officially hired former Toronto Raptors executive Masai Ujiri as their new team president and alternate governor. This is a huge move, signaling a major shift in leadership as the team looks to redefine its path forward after recent events. Ujiri brings a wealth of championship experience, and we dive into exactly what this means for the franchise starting right now.
Never get caught with a dead phone again. This INIU portable charger is compact, travel-friendly, and gives you fast 45-watt charging with a built-in USB-C cable, so there's no need to carry extra cords. With 10,000 mAh power, it's perfect for busy days, trips, emergencies, or anytime your battery drops too low. Grab yours on Amazon through the link in the comments before your phone hits 1%.
Next up, we look at the deep dive into the role Masai Ujiri is stepping into. We're breaking down exactly what Ujiri will oversee, from roster construction and player personnel to scouting, and how he will collaborate with the team leadership to shape the long-term basketball philosophy. We explore the context behind this hire, including the search for a lead executive following the firing of Nico Harrison, and the big-picture goals for the Mavericks. Now, we get to the backstory behind this major personnel change. We examine why Masai Ujiri is such a splashy hire for the Mavericks, focusing on his incredible legacy as the architect of the 2019 NBA championship team with the Raptors. We discuss the surprising split with the Raptors and the concerns that led to his departure, and how this move is intended to set the stage for the team to become a contender again. And finally, we turn to the ownership side with explosive developments. Mark Cuban has finally broken his silence regarding his failed attempt to buy back the Dallas Mavericks. We uncover what Cuban admitted about his desire to reclaim control and the roadblocks he's facing, including the stance of Miriam Adelson and Patrick Dumont. Don't miss the full story on this high-stakes ownership battle. Stay with us for more breaking news. The Dallas Mavericks have appointed former Toronto Raptors executive Masai Ujiri as team president and alternate governor, marking a significant strategic move following the recent Luka Doncic trade. Ujiri, who previously guided the Raptors to an NBA championship in 2018-19 while overseeing Kawhi Leonard's acquisition, replaces Nico Harrison, who was dismissed as general manager in November. Ujiri has a substantial background, having spent 13 seasons with the Raptors before his departure as president and vice chairman last June. The Mavericks organization stated that Ujiri will oversee all basketball operations while collaborating with team leadership on the long-term direction of the franchise. Mavericks Governor Patrick Dumont praised the hire, calling Ujiri one of the great basketball leaders of this generation and a critical step toward achieving organizational goals. Ujiri inherits a new era, including Rookie of the Year Cooper Flagg, the #1 overall pick from last summer, despite the Mavericks landing Flagg in the draft lottery. The team is positioned to challenge for a playoff spot, building on a core featuring Klay Thompson, who secured a strong season, and promising young talent like Derek Lively II. The roster also includes PJ Washington and Najee Marshall. Ujiri's background spans international scouting roles with Orlando and Denver, and he has also been involved in the WNBA expansion team ownership group in Toronto. Speaking about the new role, Ujiri expressed his commitment, stating, "I'm honored to join the Dallas Mavericks and step into this role at such an important time for the organization. This is a franchise with a proud history, passionate fans, and a commitment to winning. We will win in Dallas." The Dallas Mavericks have officially named former Raptors executive Masai Ujiri as the team's president and alternate governor, signaling a major shift in the organization's basketball leadership. Ujiri will be responsible for overseeing all aspects of the Mavericks' basketball operations, including roster construction, player personnel decisions, and scouting, while collaborating with team leadership to define the organization's basketball philosophy and long-term strategic direction. The appointment follows the firing of general manager Nico Harrison in November, after which the Mavericks searched for a new lead executive. The decision was announced on Monday, with Mavericks Governor Patrick Dumont emphasizing the significance of the hire. Dumont stated, "The Dallas Mavericks are committed to being a world-class organization with a strong culture and focused on winning championships." Masai Ujiri is one of the great basketball leaders of this generation, and his addition to our franchise is a critical step in meeting our goals. Ujiri's background includes previous stints in the NBA, most notably running the Raptors front office from the spring of 2013 until last summer. Although he spent the past year focusing on personal matters, he remained open to returning to the NBA. Prior to joining the Mavericks, Ujiri joined the ownership group of the Toronto Tempo, a WNBA expansion team. His tenure with the Raptors concluded in late June, partly attributed to changes within the ownership group and the team's performance in the playoffs. Ujiri expressed enthusiasm for the new role, stating, "I'm honored to join the Dallas Mavericks and step into this role at such an important time for the organization. This is a franchise with a proud history, passionate fans, and a commitment to winning. I look forward to working with our players, coaches, and leadership team to build something that reflects that standard and competes at the highest level. We will win in Dallas." Following Harrison's departure, interim co-GMs Michael Finley and Matt Riccardi managed operations, while the team sought a permanent solution. Reports indicated that executives such as Timberwolves executive Tim Connolly and former Warriors executive Bob Myers were on Dallas' list, though the team faced challenges in securing interviews with them. The Dallas Mavericks have announced a significant leadership change, bringing in former Toronto Raptors president Masai Ujiri to serve as the team's new team president and alternate governor. This move signals a major shift in the organization's front office, following the departure of former general manager Nico Harrison. Sources confirm that Ujiri, who led the Raptors from 2013 to 2025 and is credited with architecting the 2019 NBA championship team, will take the helm. His appointment is described as a splashy hire for the Mavericks, who reportedly needed a strong leader. Ujiri's tenure with the Raptors concluded unexpectedly at the end of last season, with reports suggesting organizational concerns about his workload due to other ventures. Now, he joins the Mavericks as the team looks to elevate its roster, which features a strong core anchored by Cooper Flagg and another potential lottery pick this season. The primary mandate for Ujiri will be to transform this group into a contender, potentially allowing the organization to move past previous decisions, such as the trade of Luka Doncic. Mark Cuban has broken his silence regarding a recent, unsuccessful attempt to buy back control of the Dallas Mavericks. The news surfaced following reports that an investor group was exploring a partnership with Cuban to acquire a stake in the team. Cuban, a figure who was once a prominent presence at courtside and highly regarded by the Dallas fanbase, has since scaled back his public profile after selling his majority stake in 2023 to Miriam Adelson and Patrick Dumont. Despite the recent interest, Cuban admitted the prospect of regaining control is challenging. In an interview with Front Office Sports, Alex Skiffer, the 67-year-old owner stated, "If there was any chance of being able to do that anymore, I would. But that's just not the game anymore." A significant obstacle identified by Cuban is the unwillingness of Adelson and Dumont to sell their shares, which presents a major hurdle for Cuban, who retains a 27% ownership stake. Cuban explained the situation, revealing that multiple parties had contacted him expressing dissatisfaction with the current situation. He noted, "I was like, look, if you can get them to sell, I would be more than happy to contribute my equity, etc., and help. But I didn't expect that to materialize." Since selling Luka Doncic, the Mavericks' performance has been inconsistent, with the team failing to qualify for the playoffs in the last 2 seasons, accumulating only 65 wins. The franchise's history includes a championship in 2011 and a runner-up finish in 2006. Under the current ownership, the team reached the NBA Finals in 2024 but ultimately fell to the Boston Celtics.